was sent some pictures of the letter community, right? And as you can see, they were having a parade of some sort. And in this parade, they were literally worshiping Satan. Now, you guys have heard me say, sometimes when the Bible says God has given them up in Romans 1, you can see what happens when people get given up to their own or to themselves. Now, you then see people go into different types of relationships and then imply that they're giving themselves to themselves. And I had completely forgotten about this, but Toby Sile on Facebook actually reminded me on the last video when they posted about it, because someone had actually put it on a post that I had shown from Sports Scene. Sports Scene had this new line of clothing from, I think it's Richmond or something like that. And this clothing, Richmond is like a South African brand, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it sounds South African. And they have these clothes where men are now being dressed in thingy. Woolworths, during the June, with the whole gay pride thing, they had images of lesbians inside the shop, big prints on the walls and everything and stuff like that. I might not show all of that stuff. I don't want that in my video. And I just thought it was quite interesting. Yeah, I don't want to put that on my channel. We don't want that here. And so it was quite something when I then saw this here, because this kind of reminded me of this. I would have completely forgotten about this. And so you can see they have their flags. They have the goat of Satanism with the pentagram in there. And you can see their t-shirt prints of that. And they had an entire banner written Satan, whatnot, and stuff like that. These ideas, when they become political, when you cross the landscape of just having the conversations about what right, wrong is, it goes here. There's a reason why God stopped it back then, because you can see over the last few years when it's become policy, it's become part of the politics, you can see how far it has gone. Now Satanism is now over there. So if you are in that group over there, if you haven't seen this, tell me, what do you think now? Do you think it's just about whom you want to love, whom you want to love? Do you think it's just about that? No, it's about defying something. It's about taking something that God says is pure and making it something. And in this entire whole thing, they even had a shirt. And in the shirt, it says, "Not today, Jesus." So they're going to do it their way. They're going to have it their way. Have a little t-shirt written, "Not today, Jesus." So Jesus is not going to dictate what truth looks like. They have their own thing. So sometimes when people warn, this is more than a political agenda. It's demonic. People don't see it. They just kind of like close their eyes to it and whatnot. You remember how people freaked out when Generations had those two guys kiss, Jason and whatever his name was? When they had those two guys, the world was in flames. Because before that had never been. But now, there's literally TV shows. There's like so many TV shows of this stuff. It goes beyond just the conversation and it becomes something else. The Bible says it in Romans, given up to their own. given up to themselves, and you'll see what it looks like, where it's not just a denial of the binary, okay? There is this length of we're going contrary towards truth. And we're going contrary in this way, not today. Jesus is not dictating what my today looks like. I thought this was quite interesting, and I wanted to share it here. I don't want to have too much to say about this type of stuff. This is just the obvious stuff, okay? Yeah, we would like to deal with other topics. As I've stated, this is not a topic that you'll hear me talk too much about. Yeah, because these topics which have government, they have policies, this type of thing. That's why there's an entire chapter on it in the Bible. Yeah, I want to deal with subject matters that we can solve and whatnot. When things go political, it's too far gone. Once it goes political, it's too far gone. Once there's policies over there with Cyril and his friends, it just becomes too much. It becomes too muddied up. Who gets punished where, how, for what? Like the whole thing. I bet you right now, that's exactly what got TB Joshua banned. It's not because of the act that they were accusing him of. No, it's that the person whom he had done that to was a person who was from that community. Why? Because it's gone political. So since it's gone political, guess what? They can just take that and say, hey, YouTube, you see one of yours, he's busy being violent towards and they can use that, and they can use language to twist that. Once a topic goes political, it's gone too far. It's the same thing that I was saying when they were talking about having a committee for what to structure up the laws. And I was like, what if you will then end up having people who are contrary to true doctrine, determining what the right Christians or the true Christians should be doing? It falls into this pocket hole right here. So for people that are in that side of the thing, and they are convinced that they are fighting for the right cause, do you see where it goes? We'll leave it there. We don't have to say much. Me personally, I prefer talking things that we can have conversations about. This one has gone political. Unfortunately, it has gone political. And once it goes political, people, why? Because they have been given up to themselves. Personally, I don't waste my energy in topics like that. I just keep it moving. And we talk about other things. Once a topic goes political, it becomes dangerous. Because at that point, we keep quiet. We'll leave you to it. You've made up your mind, right? So tell us, does this represent, not today, Jesus, with the devilish satanic head of the goat of Satanism on there, and their banner saying Satan? Yeah, funny, man. Sometimes the Bible warns of something because it sees beyond that, right? Beyond the... And then once you see beyond the way the Bible is forecasting, you are able to see why that's not the right way to go. But y'all tell me what you think. It's Ricky, and I'll see you on a later on episode. Y'all have a good one.